it is, baby. It's easy work boxing. About to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I appreciate y'all for coming into the channel. I get to see where the real is at. You understand me? Also, go to the description. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to the new channel, Easy Work Boxing 2, please hit that link on there and subscribe to that channel so I can get that channel crunk up. You know, I talk out more on this channel, so if you see a different video beyond boxing, don't leave. You know, we trying to get the other channel crunk up. A lot of people complain and saying they ain't getting notifications and things like that. You know, but we got to talk about this sport of boxing as usual, and I got to come in and give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? No bias talk, no racism. First person I'm going to go in, I got to talk about Mr. Canelo Alvarez. Hell of a fighter, take nothing away from, a skillful fighter. Shout out to my Mexican brothers and sisters out there. But one thing we got to remember about Canelo Alvarez, he is ducking David Benavidez, and he is ducking Arthur Beterbiev, and he is ducking Demetrius Andrade, and he is ducking Charlo. Now, anybody who want to deny that, you just, mad, you a hater, you don't want nobody to tell you the truth. But Canelo Alvarez, everybody want to talk about the business side of the boxing game, right? Business. All right, David Benavidez, 168-pounder, right there in his division, Mexican payday, Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, big pay-per-view. Who wouldn't pay to see that? So what the fans got to say now about him ducking David Benavidez? He ain't going to make no money off David Benavidez. He ain't running around with David Benavidez belt acting like he the real deal champion. Y'all going to act like that? That ain't what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Then also at 170, you also know he ducking because he ducked 175. He ducked 175 and went up to cruiserweight to go and take a title from a guy. Arthur Beterbiev is right at 175 where Canelo Alvarez holds the title. But yet, what he do? He go to cruiserweight, but hey, he ain't ducking. Come on, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, when they bring up business, that usually means ducking. Also we got Spence Jr. going to fight Ugas, which is a good fight. Like I said, no matter who wins, at least one man leave with them 3 titles. We hope that's possible next. I think that Bud need to go and get Boots out the way. I talk a lot of shit about Boots' resume, but Boots still is dangerous. The more fights he has, the more he, works on his skills, his craft in the ring. So I think that Terrence should really just, go and take care of Boots right now, get him on out his way right now. Don't wait for him to learn nothing different, see nothing different in the ring, just go and attack him right now. That's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, Boots ain't really earned his position to go at Terrence, even though I think he is the number 2 mandatory. If Virgil Ortiz is locked in on a fight that I think is supposed to be in January or February, then Boots probably next best thing for Terrence to do. But we're going to see what's up with that. And if that don't happen, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to come at Terrence. I'm going to speak my opinion on it because, Virgil Ortiz, if Virgil Ortiz was the mandatory, he should have, asked for that fight. But like somebody got on my channel and told me, I don't know everything about boxing. He said the mandatory has to be literally called out and say that this is the mandatory. So maybe nobody has been yet to be called the mandatory of Terrence Crawford belt, but whoever is up in line, which I think Boots or Virgil Ortiz is next, I would like to see one of those fights. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go in like I go on everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like I go in on my boy Keith Thurman. But, what else going on in the sport of boxing? I already talked about the Logan Paul, Jake Paul situation. I don't too much care for that in boxing. It ain't no point in it. A lot of people think that they're doing a lot for boxing, but for what I understand, all you see in their boxing matches is a bunch of a bunch of hugging and tussling, before you see a punch. So I don't consider that helping boxing at all. You said Heyman ain't stealing money from TMT. He just doing business with Floyd is bad business. Remember, 50 Cent lost $2 million because Floyd told him to sign all these boxing and SMS promotion. That's true, but also Floyd really didn't tell 50 Cent to do nothing. 50 Cent went and did everything on their own, thinking that Floyd was going to do that. Now, I don't know if Floyd really probably told 50, this what we gonna do, and then when he got out of jail, he flipped out on him. But Floyd just basically said when he got out of jail, he wasn't leaving Al Haymon. So you can't really say, well, we don't really know what went on, but he say Floyd fucked him over, but we don't know. But I doubt if Al Haymon is stealing money. It's just something that I heard from the Shoot the Fire, shout out to Shoot the Fire, and Mr. Leon Muhammad. They was talking about that it's hearsay, throughout the boxing community that Al Haymon then took some money from some people. So, you had to go and check the video out for yourself, Because I don't want nobody to be thinking that I'm a hater, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm, hating on Floyd or saying, or Al Haymon, So you gotta check that out on your own, you feel? You gotta check that out on your own. Spence versus Ugas will be glorified sparring section. They are choreographing that match now. Probably so. There ain't no telling what's going on in sport of boxing. I talk about it so much, but people look at me like I'm crazy. Shout out to Bushido Boxing, He one of the channels, that come out and tell the truth about boxing. How can Mayweather Promotion sustain itself with one prominent fighter, Tank Davis? I don't know. I know they doing a hell of a job, but because there is nobody else over there with Mayweather Promotions that they promote. So Tank must be doing a hell of a job. Honestly, there's really nobody else over there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only fighter that they promote. But, whatever they doing is keeping afloat with them. So they doing the right thing. I want to see the trash talk between Regis and Tank. That would be a pay-per-view hype fight. That would never happen. Tank wouldn't dare Regis would beat the shit out of Tank Davis. And Tank a hell of a fighter. I take nothing from Tank. No hate. Tank can fight. Tank can box. But Regis is a different breed, bro. Regis away, I'm out, bro. I'm telling you. Y'all notice when Regis was just recently talking about Tank Davis like he wanted to fight Tank Davis. Like, we also hearing that Gary Russell Jr. and Tank Davis supposed to be fighting too. I don't know how true that is. I think that's just speculation and talks. This could have happened a long time ago. Why would it happen now? Tank, in my idea, he gonna go and fight somebody else. He ain't finna give us that highlighted fight that we waiting to see. And when you say that about Tank, people get mad like that's not what's been happening. We haven't been getting highlighted fights from Tank. We getting Isaac Cruzes and shit like that. Adrian Broner, Conor Benn. I told y'all how I feel about that. I don't want Adrian Broner to jump back in the ring with no Conor Benn. Conor Benn is too sharp. He been fighting too much. That ain't nothing but trying to get Adrian Broner on the Conor Benn's resume. He shouldn't do that right now. But if AB feel confident enough, then you can't tell a man what he shouldn't do. But I just feel like that's a setup for them to try to beat AB and, put AB under Conor Benn's resume. Because they know he haven't fought in a while. What the WBC doing is Devin Haney is nothing more than pugilistic apartheid. If I really understood what that meant, honestly, I probably agree with you. But I don't see anything wrong that the WBC is doing with Devin Haney. For one, people have to understand, the WBC gonna do it how they want to do it. They say Crawford is a free agent. I think he is. I think he's no longer with Top Rank. That's why I don't understand the Ugas fight. Why didn't they go to Terrence before Ugas when everybody been knowing for damn near a year and a half that Terrence was leaving Top Rank in October? So when I made the video about he was ducking, why do people get mad about that? He knew that he was leaving that situation with Bob Arum. He could have made that fight with Bob Arum, but yet what happened? He go and try to make a fight with Ugas. And even still, it's still a good fight. There's no hating on it. I can't wait to see this one. It's going to be a good fight. I thought Arum was blocking Spence Crawford fight. Yeah, that's what they've been saying, but Arum is no longer the situation. So let's see what's happening now. And I hope he don't get them titles or he beat Ugas if he does beat Ugas and he try to lowball Terrence. But hopefully Terrence will be like, I'm confident enough to beat you that I would take the 73rd or whatever it is your offer. If Broner wasn't so lazy and stayed at 135 in his prime, best these in his prime beat most of these modern. Yeah, he'll probably beat most of these modern day, but Broner was on that status shit. He wanted to be the Floyd, so he kept moving up in weight, and which he accomplished a lot by moving up in weight, but he did it too fast. You know, he did it too fast. You know, Broner should have really had people in his corner, like I said, who wasn't there for a check. And I'm not saying that anybody who was in his corner was just there for a check, but you know, even in the Maidana fight, he said people told him not to take that fight, and he did it on his own. But it comes to a certain point where somebody just got to be like, hey, man, don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this. But, you know, like he said, he took the fight on his own, so he lost on his own, and he took it like a man, you know? So you can't do nothing but respect it. Hughes agreed to take a dive. They're going to price out Crawford with an insane split like 90-10. Well, then, as boxing fans, we should know that that's not even right, and that's not something that Terrence should take then. As boxing fans, you know, put the Spence fans and the Crawford fans aside. These are men that go in there and risk their life. To offer a man something like that who gonna go in there and risk his life with you is very disrespectful. So, you know, you have to put the bullshit to the side and just be logical at times. If he was to do that, even the 70-30 is wrong, y'all. But, you know, whatever people gonna say to, you know, make it seem like this and that, but, you know, these dudes going there getting punched in the face. We not. So to offer a man 90-10 and 70-30 and 60-40, we're not going out there getting punched in our face. You know what I'm saying? We are not going out there risking our lives. Jake Paul is legit. I don't know. How much is you getting in the side? I don't know, bro. I don't too much care about how much they getting paid. No disrespect to you. When I don't receive one check from how much they get paid. I just be want to see good fights. I don't care about how much they getting paid. But Badou Jack said he knock out cruiserweights. We probably know. Badou Jack need to win fights. Badou Jack, we don't knock out cruiserweights in a 12-round fight. Stop having split decisions. That ain't no disrespect. Stop talking about you been robbed and shit. I'm just being real, Cali boy. Knock them out in real fights. You know what I'm saying? Who want to keep hearing about what you gonna do to somebody when you in sparring? You know, back in the days, talking about in sparring was like against the G code. You weren't supposed to talk about sparring. Nowadays, everybody want to talk about what they do to somebody in sparring. It don't matter. It ain't no real fight. It ain't no real matchup, so who care about sparring? Leonard Ellerby, who's 50 plus in age and a CEO, got to ask Floyd if he can buy a car. I'm glad Haney and these new fighters ain't signed over there. Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, that's all speculation. We don't know what Leonard Ellerby have to, you know what I'm saying, ask somebody to do. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of people was trade spots with Leonard Ellerby because I would love to ask Floyd Mayweather to buy me a car. So, you know, people could talk it, but at the same time, who wouldn't want to be in that position around all that money? You know what I'm saying? Now, I would never be a man's do boy, and I would never be bird fed by any man. But I'm just saying, to be in that position around all that money, you know, people talk shit about what Leonard Ellerby, Tank, and other people go through, but you'll switch that shit in the position, I mean, in a night, overnight, if you could. So, you know, I don't know if he have to ask this man for a car or not. You know, I'm not concerned. To be honest with you, I don't really be concerned about whether or not people had to ask Floyd for nothing. I just want to see Tank get in some good fights. I don't be concerned about another man's pocket. And that shout out to my dad, the Duke, for that. And he always taught me that another man ain't got nothing to do with you. Would you rather lose to pros for $100,000 a year or be a punching bag and sparring for $250,000 a year? I'd rather lose to pros and sparring. Sparring ain't as dangerous, and I'm making more money. I would spar. I would not box. Which a lot of people got to understand, most of the fighters you see when they get in their coming up stages are fighters that's just there to take falls. That's why fighters begin 13, 14 and 0 and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because them dudes be fall guys and shit. They be fall guys and shit. What's good, Big Monster? How you doing, my brother? Said Jake Paul is legit. Is it true that Jake Paul and his brother used to box like a little bit when they was younger? Y'all hit that like button if you're watching. Is that true? That Jake Paul and his brother used to box a little bit when they were younger? Salute to you too, bro. Appreciate your Rebel Life boxing. You know, I don't fuck with them Logan Paul niggas. Do you like your new job better than your old country club? Honestly, I don't like. I wish I could do this, everything I had to pay. You know what I'm saying? I've been working since I was 14, but you know what I'm saying? I don't like no job. I'm gonna put it to you like that. You know, I do what I have to do, but you know what I'm saying? It's okay. Oh, they're gonna have a Young G's in the concert, and Rick Ross and them gonna be there. So, you know, I probably enjoy that. You know, but other than that, no, I don't work. I think they were legit fans like you and me. They weren't Ricky's. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, I just don't like just getting paid all the time. But then you got dudes who still out there trying to work their way up and got to see them just know off YouTube pay-per-views. You know, it ain't right, man. That's my thing of it. It ain't right. These dudes got blood, sweat, and tears in this. You know what I'm saying? It's been doing it since they was youngins. And then you just see some dudes just come out of nowhere. Getting all this acclaim and highlighted. And you like, damn, I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. Ain't nobody came and did an interview with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, bruh. You know, what else going on in the sport of boxing? What other fights we got coming up? You know, ain't that much to really talk about. I'm hearing that Deontay Wilder might have a line-up fight with Dylan White. I don't know how true that is, but, you know, that could possibly mean Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 4, which I doubt would happen. You know what I'm saying? That would never happen. But, you know, they're going to talk about it just to hype people up. We got Usyk and Joshua. Joshua going to lose again to Usyk. He going to lose again to Usyk. And then Tyson Fury going to beat the shit out of Usyk and take his titles and be undisputed. Jermell Charlo is going to lose to Castano again, probably even worse, because nothing changes about Jermell Charlo. Let me see. K.R. Brook versus Amir Khan. I wouldn't be surprised if Amir Khan beat K.R. Brook. I wouldn't be surprised. Amir Khan still fast. I think, you know what I'm saying, that them skills he got being that fast and shit, it may fuck him up. But y'all, I gotta go and go in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really on. I just want to get on here and, you know what I'm saying, talk to my new fans, you know, not my new fans, but my new subscribers. I just appreciate y'all for tuning in and subscribing. You know, if y'all want to go click on the description, y'all will see the link to Easy Work Boxing 2. Everybody, please go and click on that and subscribe to that channel. Every time you watch, please go and subscribe to that channel. I got to build that channel that's going to be strictly about boxing. I truly appreciate y'all for y'all support this Easy Work Boxing.